Hey everyone, Riss Walker here, and I wanted to make a quick video for you guys. I know usually you're used to seeing me make videos like spoken word videos and videos about relationships, and I definitely plan on doing more of that, and I definitely look forward to putting more of that content out for you guys. But this year I also decided I want to try something different, so I just want to share with you something that I've been studying. I know many of you who follow me and watch my videos and follow my blogs, and subscribe to me on YouTube and all my social media, which is Riss Walker. All of you all, for the most part, many of you guys are believers, so I definitely want to share what I've learned, and I've been studying and I've been looking into worship, and there's a scripture, I believe it's John 4:24. It talks about how God is spirit, and how when we worship God, we need to worship him in spirit and in truth. And I learned that, and I found this in a concordance. It was also in a devotional that I read, but I learned that the word worship in Greek means to kiss. So it's like a reverential kiss. It's like, back when chivalry and courtship were really big, and there was, the gentleman, and he would kiss, the lady's hand out of respect. That kind of kiss is what worship is to God. When we're worshiping, it's that reverential kiss. Or even just like when we are our loved ones, whether it's your family member or your spouse or your children, you kiss them. That's out of love and respect. And it's the same thing when we're worshiping God. It's that it's like a kiss to him. It's that love and that respect. It's reverential. And so when we worship him, it's so key to keep that in mind, because it's not just mindless words. It's not just, I hear this song and I'm singing along with it while I'm thinking about something else. I'm actually paying attention to what I'm singing. I'm actually honed into the words that are coming out of my mouth. Worship should be a time where, and it's not just at church. Yes, you do have worship at church, and that's great, and you definitely should be wholeheartedly involved in that. That should be a time where you are 100% fixated and thinking about God and his goodness. But worship is also in your personal time. Worship is also in your car. Worship is also in the shower. Worship is also, on the job, or wherever it is that you are, at school, whatever the case is. We should make sure that we are worshiping then too. Worship should be a continual thing. It's just like, someone who's married is not going to just kiss their spouse once a week, you know what I mean? Or, whatever the case is, your children, you're not going to kiss your child twice a week and think that they're going to be good to go. I'm only going to kiss my daughter on Sundays. You know what I mean? Like, nobody does that. And it's the same thing with God. It shouldn't be the only time that we're worshiping God is on Sundays, or the only time we're worshiping God is once a week. We should be worshiping God continually, because that worship is pleasing to him. That worship brings him joy. That worship is us expressing our love to him, expressing our appreciation to him, telling him how amazing he is. And just like we have relationships with our loved ones, we have this relationship with God that needs to be cultivated and tended to, and we need to be constantly putting in effort in that relationship. So worship is outside of just church. Worship is on your free time, and it doesn't have to be just I'm worshiping to music. It could be without music. It can be simply you telling him how amazing he is, how wonderful he is, his goodness, thanking him for how great he is, how much you love him, how you appreciate how he helped you, how you noticed his hand in your life, how you need him, how he is life to you. That right there is worship. And when we take time out to do that, we're expressing our love to him, and it is something that is pleasing to him. It's like a sweet smelling aroma. It is pleasing. It makes him happy. It brings him joy. And not only does it bring him joy, honestly guys, it brings joy to us as well. I find when I take time out to get over myself and what's going on in the day, and I pull back and I think about God and I start worshiping him, my whole mood changes. If I'm in a bad mood, or if I'm upset, or if I'm discouraged or stressed out, when I take time out to worship and really focus on what I'm saying and who I'm saying it to, which is God, that changes my whole mood. My whole attitude changes, and I become more positive, and I feel better. And the problem that seemed so huge and monumental now seems so tiny and nothing. It seems like nothing, because my whole mindset has changed as a result of that worship. So worship actually works both ways, and where yes, God is pleased and he seeks honor, or he gets glory from that, but at the same time it does something for us as well. It changes our hearts, our mindsets, our attitudes. So we need to get our eyes off of what's going on around us and get our eyes off of the problem and get our eyes on Jesus, and everything else doesn't matter. Nothing else matters, because our problems become minuscule at that point. So there's that dual benefit there in worship. And so I definitely encourage you all, especially if it's not something that you're doing on a regular basis, step up your worship game. It changes things, and not only do you feel good and God feels good and there's just joy and love and things are great and you just get peace, it moves the hand of God. Worship moves the hand of God, because you worshiping is saying, okay, God, I'm choosing to trust you. I could worry about that thing, but instead I'm going to focus on you and your goodness and your glory and who you are. And as a result of just that yielding to him and withholding nothing from him and casting our cares upon him and focusing on his greatness and showing him that nothing else matters but him, it causes his hand to move in our lives, and then we start to see things change. So there is so much power in worship, especially in the life of a believer. So I would definitely encourage those of you who have not tapped into this power to do so. Go ahead and just take time out to worship. It doesn't have to be for 2 hours. It can be for 5 minutes. It can be on your way to work. It can be while you're in the shower. But just take time out to just focus on God and his goodness, and it will change things for you. That's all I have to share with you. But if you were blessed by this video, please like it, share it, let your friends know about it. I definitely would love to make more videos for you all, but I've got to know that you're watching. I've got to know that you like it. Let me know if there's any topics that you want me to talk about, and I look forward to talking to you in the next video. Bye.